Euronovate Group. The floor is yours. Pan Alberto Guidotti.
So, first of all, thank you very much for the invitation. Unfortunately, my Polish is very poor, so I have to switch in English, and I will follow on with my presentation. Today, I would like to underline three main topics. The first one is who we are as a group, Euronovate Group. Second, which is the current impact of the COVID on our business, and we have more than 150 banking customers around the world, and we have quite a good visibility of which is the reaction of the market on this pandemic. And third, focus my conversation on the most important topic that is emerging right now, that is the digital identity. Digital identity is probably the most important topic raised during the COVID. Please, next chart. Okay, I can see the page very bad. I don't know if everybody could see better than me. Picture of presentation. Okay, now it's perfect. Well, a couple of words about me. I worked in a consulting company, Accenture, Bain & Company, in technology area for 10 years. Then for 8 years, I was head of innovation in the largest Italian bank, Intesa San Paolo. And after I decided to move to entrepreneurship approach in 2012, based on the fact that at that time the digitalization was in the beginning, there was a lot of technology, there was some rules, but there was no idea of solution in this area. So I decided to create Euronovate in order to give to the market the opportunity to evolve in digital transformation through solution, not through technology. Now we are more or less 140 employees. I'm managing 5 companies. Euronovate Switzerland, the mother company, is I work in Italy. Vintegris in Spain, we bought this company last year, and this is certification authority ADAS compliant. So through Vintegris, we are selling qualified certificate around Europe. The last born, Tap ID, is a company focused in digital identity, and Euronovate Maria covering the East market. Next. Okay, our platform, very fast and easy. The software is divided in 4 building blocks. The first one is customer onboarding. The second one, identity and access management. Third, complex process and workflow. This is quite important point because we work with big corporation and we are normally facing a lot of complexity. Okay, so our work basically is to try to transform any kind of complexity in a seamless process. And finally, e-signature. E-signature means several things, from simple electronic signature, qualified signature, advanced signature, biometric signature, all the potential e-signature solution. We are also producer of hardware for biometric signature, basically signature pad and kiosk and mobile device for biometric signature. We work on the middle level between technology and project, that is infrastructure. We are seeing at worldwide level that the biggest corporations are moving to the cloud, but step by step, not at once. Okay, and the first step normally is to create the internal cloud using, for instance, Kubernetes infrastructure. Okay, so we are helping our customer to move to full on-premises solution, to internal cloud, and with the final goal to arrive to the external cloud. Then we have the full service support from legal, process engineering, security management, project management, and training. Okay. Very fast, only for your reference, we have more than 50 digital products, software products, proprietary digital products that work with you in creating the right puzzle of solution. Digital and access management, we have proprietary KYC onboarding solution. We provide qualified digital identity. We have a strong and quite complex access and authentication management system. We are working with the major Spanish and Latin American bank. Then from the process management, we have OCR platform and engine, proprietary OCR and engine, workflow, focused on banking service, digital archiving, compliance and risk management, business analytics, and marketing interaction with e-signature. From the e-signature part, we have the full platform for any kind of signature on site, in mobility, and on the web. Finally, we are proposing vertical by vertical all-in-one solution from the beginning to the end, very standard solution. This kind of approach is more, let me say, aligned to the US approach of company like DocuSign, but in Europe is, and basically in the tier 1 companies, only, let me say, residual business for us. Okay, the majority of our business are creating solution with this 50 product. Okay, quick view of what is happening today. Okay, so we experimented in the last 3 months the closing of all the physical access to banking branch, insurance branch, and basically all the other physical point of sales. What has happened is that this problem created a big reaction in the regulators. So there was a rushing period in creating new rules, a regulation explaining how we can use remote identification, remote signature, remote process, doing the same thing we are doing today in the physical world. From the financial sector, this dramatically moved all the bank to the remote customer management, and now is a must-have. Before was planned, now is a must-have. What we are experimenting in this moment is a dramatic acceleration of all the projects for remote customer management. Biometric and cloud. Biometrics in cloud is one of the current big topics from the technology point of view. All the verticals, including, for instance, the medical sector, are using more and more biometrics and real-time conversation and verification of the data with the customer or the patient in order to avoid the physical presence. Okay, so biometrics start to become more and more solid from the entry point of view and the market acceptance. And finally, the last, but probably the most risky problem that emerged during the COVID, the cybersecurity. The number of attacks increased dramatically, and so it means that if we increase the level of digitalization and the remote approach with our customer in the same way and in the same with the same force, we have to increase our database security. Okay, talking about what is happening from the regulation point of view. This is a picture that are related to 4 of the 28 countries, including Turkey, that are around European market. April 1, Spain, April 7, Romania, April 1, Switzerland, June 13, Turkey. They release together new rules for KYC, remote identification, for signature acceptance, digital signature acceptance, and so on. So all the government are working on this right now. And this is the good news for us, for technology company, because the movement is not only a technological movement, but is also a regulatory movement. So I was looking for Polish market. If there happened something during the COVID, I couldn't find anything, but probably you are in the same phase. What we can do is help you together with our partner that is Capco in Poland, help you in understanding what is happening abroad, what have decided the other government in order to support this kind of evolution. Well, this is a qualitative picture based on our customer. Okay, the 6 trends, a big trend that we were seeing last year in our customer was cloud banking, cybersecurity, data protection, digital identification, online platform, and tackling financial crime. Okay, this trend had a different reaction during the COVID pandemic. Okay, cloud banking start to grow in different way, plus 30–40%. Cybersecurity more, 40–50% of growth in investment. Data protection quite stable, increase, but there was already ongoing a lot of investment. Digital identification, very high growth, 40–50% of more investment. Online platform stable in the growth, and finally tackling financial crime using more sophisticated IML, anti-money laundering tools in huge growth. We took this picture for Poland in order to introduce the point of biometric. I heard something from the visa presentation that I do not understand everything, unfortunately, but I think we can be aligned on the fact that biometric payment is something that is going on. Right? As you know, probably WeChat in China is the first micropayment system. Biometric payment is not yet allowed 100% in Europe, but the trend is ongoing. So from this kind of usage, the biometric acceptance will raise also in other closed sector, like for instance financial service, in AIM recognition in order to do not use PIN code, or also, as we are proposing, biometric recognition for web application. Let's go. So from the biometric point of view, there's 6 trends. The biometric identification are multi-faced, a good possibility to use biometric in cloud. So the cloud engine of biometrics is growing a lot. Save money in the process, several people working at the same time in the same table using biometric recognition, faster than traditional biometrics, and seamless process. Okay, security is something that probably you know very well. This is only a few image of what is happening today. The central image represents the huge increase in malicious files, malicious URL during Okay, so we have to take care of the spike of this attack in our digital world. Okay, this premises, in order to introduce you Tap ID, that is our solution for digital identity. You know, digital identity is central in nearly every interaction right now. And what is Tap ID? Tap ID allow to register and verify on ADAS and GDPR rules the KYC. So we are using authorized registration authority that is under the certification of Vintegris, our company in Spain, and using authorized people with the patent of registration authority in our call center in order to verify all the data online. So the key element is that we are using our technological engine in order to verify the data of the final customer. Okay, so we don't want to replace existing identity. We want to help the process of KYC. Tap ID is also able to provide full KYC process. Of course, we can do, and we are doing with some of our customers the entire process. But normally, what we are doing is putting on the table all our technology to help you in doing in the best way, from remote point of view, the customer identification. So the Tap ID proprietary technology are quite wide. We can verify the document in 150 countries, MRC check, template check, consistency check, internal hologram check, face matching for sure, proof of residence through our OCR platform, present in the document, liveness verification, exactly, liveness verification, and finally IML check level 4. Okay, we can go in the next one. AML is a long list of database that we are checking: whitelist, PAP, adverse media, KYC, disqualified director, etc., etc., and all these databases are checked in real time. Go next. When the customer decides to register himself in Tap ID, he will be able to enter in his personal dashboard where all the digital data confirmed by our registration authority are in his hand. Only him could decide when and how to share this information, and in this dashboard he can see in only one page where he applied for a KYC, which other services are available to be applied with this biometric and general information data. With the key element is the confirmation under the ADAS rule of this data. Okay, this is what we are proposing. So I want to help you not in transforming your process, but I want to help you in giving you verified and authorized information. Next one. We are working in this moment with 3 different universities in Switzerland and in Italy. From blockchain point of view, the data, the registration, the first registration of the Tap ID information are also registered in Bitcoin blockchain, but without any personal information for sure. With Zurich University, Polytechnical Zurich University, we are working on digital imaging processing, and with Links, Polytechnical of Turin University, we are working on security. Okay, we are doing battle between hacker and defender quite every month, okay, in order to improve the quality of our system. And Euronovit Group has support in CA and the full solution. Okay, this is what we are proposing. Tap ID is very complex and complete solution, respect all the other competitors. So we can combine different technological engine, exactly as you want. Okay, and we have behind more than 100 customers using and consolidated this technology. Last one, please. Okay, let me say the conclusion of all of this was the third certification ADAS of Tap ID that we received last May 28th. This is in Spanish, but there's also the English version. So today, with Tap ID, we are able to provide you a solution that comply with CEBLAC, comply with ADAS, comply with ETSI, and comply with all the international regulation about digital identity. Okay, so we are in a condition with Capco to support you with a very strong international platform with very aligned general rules and regulation from European and Middle East point of view, and giving you all our expertise in improving the process. The process of identification online is a step-by-step process. Okay, when you start, you will finish probably never. Okay, it's a continuous fine-tuning, and the experience is something very important. This is all. Thank you very much for your attention, and hope some of this content could be interesting for you.